Yeah. Sit back. Go to that espresso maker. Get yourself a sharp shot for listening today, huh? If not, a bit of chai will do, you know. Talking about getting healthy, so a little chai. Green tea, chai, of course. Get into the Ching for this week. It is for the week of November 11th, 2019. Here we go, coming up on winter. Man, warm up. Warm up. I was in New York for a while, but I'll tell you the truth, man, when winter came, I put on my shorts and flip-flops and came back to Tulum. Nice and warm here, but boy, it's beautiful upstate New York, huh? So beautiful. Really open. So we look at the I Ching for this week, but first, the haiku for this week, and I'm going to tell you out front, this is dedicated to my dear, lovely friend Moon Eagle. She is the best and close to my heart. When I write to you, I feel you in my heart. We shall dance again, and we shall. Nothing supporting us, just you, me, and the music, Moon Eagle. Start feeling better, girl. All right. The I Ching for this week is number 9. Number nine. That's a magical number, you know. 9 is completion. And this one is called Chao Chu, which is the small accumulating, right? Above is Sun, which is nourishing foundation, and below is Kingan, which is heaven, energy, and spirit power. You know, we always got to realize that we are being helped, watched, whatever we call it, by spirit energies that are around us. We don't see them most of the time, but we know they're there. You know, that feeling of, man, there's somebody here that's helping me, or I feel it as the ancestors. It could be. What is it, though, that really is holding me up during these difficult times, or allowing me to be really joyful in these times of joy and times of love? Yeah. Well, it's there, man. Spirit power is there and with us. And, you know, it's important that we recognize it. We're talking about ritual. You know, having ritual in your life is so important. Beginning a podcast coming up in a couple of weeks called Conversations with Remarkable People. I've been very fortunate, met some amazing people in my life, and one coming up is on ritual with a surprise guest star. I'm not going to tell you who, but I'm going to be interviewing some amazing people, all right? So listen for it. I'm going to advise everybody who's listening about what's happening. The wisdom for this week is your situation is positive. Hold your actions in restraint. While on hold, your future is in preparation. Enter then in the flow with the universe, you know. Oftentimes we have things that are coming our way, but they need to ripen. They need to come into themselves, you know. Used a term down here in Mexico. And it's, I meet people who are ripe as an avocado, ready for guacamole. And you know what I mean by that? People that are just ready. Well, in some ways, the avocado is not ripe yet, so you got to wait. Have some patience and rest. It'll happen. Progress has been good, but you haven't been able to complete things. And don't give up, and don't be stopped if you're frustrated. If you do that, your energy and your goal will slip further away. So be confident. You will find completion is not the benefit right now. The benefit is to focus on the present moment. Old Ram Dass said it, man, be here now. As you proceed on this road less traveled, you inevitably come up against obstacles. Obstacles like guilt, shame, judgment. At this moment, these obstacles are showing at precisely the right time. Could it be? Could it be that guilt, shame, and judgment are the right time? You see, your inner strength that you've made happen, right? You've been working hard. You've been contemplating what life's about, and you've been suffering. It's all at its zenith, at the top of the rung, and it's like a finely honed and sharpened sword. Raise the sword. Raise that sword to cut away the ties that bind you to old patterns and empty relationships, both personally and in commerce. At this moment, you be the skilled warrior, the one who knows that a sword this sharp has two edges. On one side, it can cut through a lifetime of ill-fated patterns, while on the other side, if you do not come to battle with a pure and considered intent, this sword has the potential to slice away at your resolve and will leave you powerless and be able not to move any further at all. So you got to know that, right? You got to come to that place. Here in this place, you want to be resolved about where you are, who you are, and just what are you doing. You see, your strength lies in the beauty of graceful, small, and well thought out movements, right? The power of the small. Proceed slowly and with a well planned strategy. Meet any obstacles head on, man. Don't duck. Let it just get in their face. They're not going to be as big as you might have thought, or certainly not as big as your ego wants to tell you they are, right? So duck, run. That ain't it. You got to reach inward. When you do, you're going to reveal your shadow self, the self of darkness, and it's okay. Make the darkness your friend, man. Make it useful as you reach in stillness to your authenticity. Who you are, you are light and dark, yin and yang. That's the balance. Remembering you are all emotions and in the humanness of dark and light. In life's journey, you have been trained to suppress your dark side, what you can call the shadow. In this shadow self, you'll find some pretty ugly old stuff. Disappointment will be there. Guilt that's affected you, abandonment, shame. It is this dark, shadowy stuff, that potentially troubling stuff, that negative patterns and self-doubt are created. For the most part, this shadow side is denied and projected onto others, right? Our partners, our friends and associates. See, we're going to think of, man, look at that person there, so dark. Well, look at your own self, man. See, if you look at it, we can know our shadow. And in that shadow is liberation. Liberation from fear and the key to activating our intentions. But be fully aware that you are in dancing now. You're dancing, do it. Dance with the dark side. Don't be afraid. If your intent is not aimed to work for the greater good, then you're going to find yourself exposed. So keep your eye on the prize, man. Work for the greater good, certainly for you, your tribe, your family, your friends. But be aware that you're dancing with the dark side. Meet your dark side head on, in the full light with love and acceptance and compassion, and it will dissolve. If you look at yourself and say, oh man, did I say that? Did I do that? God, what a schmuck I am. Don't go there. Don't let the ego have at you, man. That's a coyote, that's going to try to stop you by making you think that you're really bad, not good enough. See, in its place, you can put a stronger, lighter, and more sustainable you. The you who will be loved and able to receive the love and abundance that you desire. You see, it's not so much as giving, but it's being able to receive. Operating without being aware of the truth of your dark side is folly. All things contain light and dark, yin and yang. If you're too sunny, you're not going to have influence. You're not going to be trusted. I mean, think about it. Somebody who is, Pollyanna, oh, everything's great. I don't feel bad. I'd never get depressed. But you know what I'm talking about. Man, you don't trust that person. I mean, it might be nice to hang out with and have a drink with, but man, you don't want to let them into your inner sanctum. If you allow yourself to operate from negativity, you're going to allow fear to get inside you, and what you really want will not come to fruition, as you will have been your own worst enemy. It's not the time to expect perfection. Be the light, but not too light. Be dark, but not too dark. Aim for balance without grasping onto outcomes. If while listening to this, it makes you smile and shudder at the same time, man, this is your truth. Got it? Act with small movements, including minimal verbal flourishes. In this way, you will hold in place the peace you've wanted and deserved, and you will have success in small measure. That's good enough for now, little by little, poco a poco. The power of the small is greater than great. Completion is near. Gather your inner resources, and you'll need to reach into the darkness. What you find there will be very useful. No blame, no fear. When nearing a goal of completion, this is a tendency, you'll have that feeling that you want to rest, you want to take a break. This is not that time. There are a number of little tasks that you got to cover, man. You got to look at it. This is like a fork in the road. At the fork in the road, take care of the little things. Clean it up. Metaphorically, clean up the car, clean up your desk, clean up your closet. Set ambition aside for now. Okay. You got that? Set ambition aside for now and tend to small details so that your path, your vision will be clear. You'll then be able to dip into the subconscious and bring to light the negative beliefs about yourself and the world that have been blocking you. If you look at the world, terrible things are happening, we're going downhill, we're at the end of an era. Well, we are at the end of an era, but that's a good thing, see? What you find when you delve into the shadow, it might be shocking, like a big dark monster, but know that the monster in reality is just a little toy monster. It really is. And it can't harm you or stop you on your path to love, health, and abundance. Remember, it's just a thought pattern. There ain't a big monster there for sure. That monster lives in you, and you can deal with it. At this moment in time, don't reach for a conclusion. It's not the time. Just tie up loose ends, end what must be ended, tend to what must be mended. Got it? End what must be mended, tend to what must be mended. Moving forward does not always lead to progress. At times like these, progress will be made by going inward rather than forward, paying attention to the smallest things that might not seem to be relevant to your goal for your own and for the greater good. Your mind must be clear of any chaos, any doubts, or any fears. At this time, hone your skills and make strong your commitment, not to completion, got it, but to living in a better way, in the way of your truth and for the greater good, right? See, that's so important. When you're clearing chaos, making room, don't look to have this be completion. Just let it be to make you a better person. Consider your relationships and address the small things that have held you back from loving or fully letting yourself be loved. Ask for what you know you deserve. This will bring clarity, and you'll know what to do, right? You want to be loved in a special way. You want to be taken care of. You want to take care of somebody. Just address it. Talk about it. Communicate. I work with couples a lot, and the main thing that has couples having a problem, friends having a problem, even in business, is a lack of clear communication without fear. When it comes to your projects, your family, your health, deal with the small matters. Vow to remain authentic and have your honest communication with all those in your life. If you deal with the small details, you can remove those obstacles that have blocked your path to wellness, true love, abundance, and your spiritual evolution. Don't doubt this, man. Completion is near, but just clean it up. Clean your desk, straighten your closet, balance your accounts. Well, that's so important. When you get into money, people say, oh, I get money, it's gone, I don't know where it is. Look really closely at your money, your income, your outgo. If you have credit cards, make sure everything is balanced, but make sure you know everything. Once you know everything and put it in order, you're going to be able to attract abundance. If you don't, it's in chaos and you can't bring in anything, or what you bring in is so much less than what's possible. Lighten your load. Give some of your stuff away, literally, metaphorically. But we all have a lot of stuff. Look at your stuff. See what you can give away. Give it to charity, give it to a friend, give it to a family in need, whatever it is. To bridge the energy to these times, actions like these will be of great benefit. These seemingly small gestures will pave the way towards what you want, what you deserve. The crux of this reading is well said in this traditional Native American prayer. O Great Spirit, may we cherish the gifts of our Creator. May we hold the beauty of the world close to our hearts. May we embrace the spirit of peace on earth. May there come to all people during this sacred season an abundance of the earth's greatest gifts, health, happiness, and enduring friendships. Beautiful, huh? Use this prayer every day in contemplation. When you're going to set out on your path, coming into a new page, a new chapter, a new cycle. Prayers like this open the way, open the Tao, open the way to what it is that we want and we deserve. One would think that taking care of the little details should be the simplest of tasks, yet we often get blocked from doing it. This is where work begins. Capital W again. Take the time to look deeply into your thoughts about yourself. Be honest. Be honest where you doubt yourself in your work, where you doubt yourself in your relationship, where you doubt yourself in your practice, your spiritual practice, your meditation practice. Acknowledge what you want and be clear with yourself about what you deserve. Now, to attain what you want, go inside, clean up the inner recesses of your literal body, of your mind, and of your spirit. Look at your dark side and don't allow shame or guilt to cause you to avert your gaze. How do you deal with that? Well, write it down, what you're ashamed of. Write down what you're guilty about, and you'll see that you can overcome it with good intent, because we all have a dark side. We all have a shadow self. But they're hidden resources. There's strength in the recesses of human consciousness. Look to what you're ashamed of and forgive yourself. In this way, you will retrieve your authenticity, which has been obscured by dark thoughts, dark feelings. Don't be afraid. It's nowhere as bad or as dangerous as your ego wants you to think it is. That's the pesky coyote, man. You can now be found wanting to survive, wanting to be fully loved, wanting to be able to love freely. You can do this if you look deep into your shadow side. Look at your fear, look at your shame, then shine your brightest inner light of intention on all these small, shadowy things that are lurking behind the curtain of your being. It is then that you'll be able to joyfully reach the desired destination of wellness, of peace, of love, of abundance, and all in balance with each other. Listen, walk the walk, not talk the talk. Do it with dignity, integrity, compassion, and kindness, and all will come to you. Being diligent about your practice, or developing one, is of great importance now. And don't be afraid to hold energy back, because that's what this time's about. And give yourself some moments of quietude and inner spaciousness. We think, God, we got to get better, we got to do this, we got to go there. We get so wrapped up in wanting to be better and doing this. It really is coming to a quiet place. Accept that it's time not to look for things to be completed. Then you go into this vast space, this beautiful place within yourself, within your universe, right? Within your palace. And right there are all the possibilities. This is where you'll fall in love again. You'll fall in love with life and your own authenticity, and that's what it's about. In this way, you can feed and feel the tribal unity of all struggling beings, and you will feel the heart of compassion. Know the guardian angels and guides have your back, man. That's important, see? And know that you are safe. Know that you are safe. If you open to this, you're going to feel the tribal unity of coming together. There is a tribal unity that comes together. And you have guardian angels. You have guides. And they have your back. When you realize this, it'll make you smile and shine like the sun at midday. Listen, if any of you are in Canada, around Toronto, I'm doing two days of classes at the end of the month. So take a look at it. It's noted at the bottom of the text at a beautiful yoga studio called Sana. One class on Saturday, one on Sunday. So if you're close, come. It's going to be pretty amazing. If you come for both classes, one kind of segues into the other. So dig it. You want love? Be love. You want peace? Teach peace. Dear ones, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Namaste, my sisters. Namaste, my brothers. I send you all the love I can muster here back at the 20th parallel. In the moisture of humid days and warm nights. I send you love. And it is true. I am the other you. And I dig it. Namaste, y'all. Big hug, Moon Eagle. Stay in the groove, sister.